I wanted to talk about this image from one of my classmates' narrative assignments. Um, I thought this was a very interesting image, and their entire photo shoot, I guess you could call it, was really intriguing to me just because all of it fit together very nicely. Um, it looked to me like they put a lot of thought into it and they put a very good amount of time into it. Um, this image in particular drew my attention just because it looks to me like the image is about addiction. And I find that really interesting just because we're all in the college setting right now and we all do go out and, we drink or whatever. Um, some people even do drugs or even use drugs to study. And obviously, this stuff is highly addictive, especially when you are in these very high pressure situations. College just really is a lot of pressure just because you have to push yourself to do well. You try to balance social life as well as um, doing extracurricular activities and excelling in your classes and working towards a degree in something that you're really going to enjoy after these 4 years. So I know that college can just be a lot of pressure, and a lot of times people will turn towards alcohol and drugs um, as a way to kind of stay calm, I guess. So I really just thought this picture was very eye catching because we can all relate to this in some way or another. Altogether, I really think this image has compositional elements that go together really, really nicely. Um, I think with the pills laid out on the table like this, or spilled out, I guess, and the empty bottles and the half drink bottles, and even the full bottles, it just fits together so nicely because even though it's not uh, written straight across the image, like, oh, this is an addiction problem, you can really tell that's what's going on in the image. I really like the way some of the bottles are laying down. I think it kind of gives the image something a little bit extra, as in, like, this person or these people have been drinking so much throughout the day or throughout the night that, like, it's just kind of all thrown around everywhere. Um, I think something that could have improved this image as a whole maybe would have been to show the person's face that is um, essentially using the drugs and the alcohol. uh, I think it would have made it a little bit more personal. You would be able to see, like, the pain in the person's face. I think just because when people do have addiction, um, they are hurting. So I think that could have really helped this image out. Overall, like I said previously, I just think the photographer did a really good job with making everything fit together really nicely, making all the images tell one story. You could very much get from the entire narrative that they were going for, like, a nightmare sort of theme, just because obviously nobody wants addiction and nobody wants that kind of disease. It's very hard to fight. So I just think they did a very good job of capturing their entire concept. Uh, Again, I just think it was a very good picture and a very good narrative.